From New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students, this is your school news.
Welcome to this edition of Your School News. I'm Gabrielle Allen de Trois-Maisons. And
I'm Alexander Ellsworth. Topping our newscast, Williams Elementary cuts the ribbon on a new track. Students win at the annual county-wide Soil and Water Conservation District contest. And school nutrition administrators participated in a K-12 Culinary Institute kickoff.
Topping our newscast, Mary C. Williams Elementary School hosted a track ribbon cutting ceremony. The celebration honored those who contributed to the school's new walking path track, especially the Newland Communities Company, developers of the River Lights community off of River Road. We get this full report from Johan Yellow.
Under a clear blue sky, students, staff, and special guests gathered behind Williams Elementary for a ribbon cutting ceremony for the school's new walking path track. For 2 years, the school had been raising money to build it. While fundraising was going well, Kim Beck, the school's Parent-Teacher Association president, said they were still far off from the money they needed to fund the project.
And no matter how hard we tried, we always fell short of our goal. So we knew it was going to take, forming a partnership with some big company or someone greater than us to see it to completion. So even though we were able to raise greater than $10,000 towards our track, it still wasn't enough to complete the project.
The celebration featured special music from the New Hanover High School Steel Drum Band, a presentation to the county's fastest kid from UNCW track and field coach Donald Thomas, and Livian Jones, Vice President of Operations for Newland Communities.
Mary C. Williams is where our residents will be districted, and I wanted to see the school, and they told me I saw the signs and the posters about trying to raise money for the track, and we were just going to make a contribution, so I went back and talked to our contractor, Sanford, and said, do you think we can pull this together? And it happened, and we're very excited that they are enjoying it, and it's a great thing for the students because it was just a dirt track.
With the entire student body gathered on the track, the ceremonial red ribbon was cut, and the track was christened with students kindergarten through 5th grade taking laps around the new track.
I think it's great having it out here because you can run more easily, and if you fall, you won't get as hurt as bad, and there's something for everyone.
With the battle against childhood obesity an ongoing enterprise, and so it is hoped that the new track at Williams will help instill a love of physical education in every student. In fact, staff is already working on projects for next year that will utilize the track to its fullest.
We have an 8-week fitness challenge, student fitness challenge that we teach here at our school. This was the first year that the school nurses, 2 school nurses in the county were trained to do it, and I was fortunate to be one of them. And so now that we have a safe paved track for them to walk on, it's a lot easier to encourage them and for them to get out there and walk their steps and get their steps without worrying about falling down into the rocks like they've had to do in the past.
With the opening of the new track, students and staff at Williams can now safely enjoy their exercise and start setting goals for their new fitness challenges for the upcoming school year. Reporting for Your School News, this is Johan Yellow.
Madison Bosner, a senior at Ashley High School, has been honored for her exemplary volunteer service with the President's Volunteer Service Award. The award, which recognizes Americans of all ages who have volunteered significant amounts of their time to serve their communities and their country, was granted by the Prudential Spirit of Community Awards program on behalf of President Barack Obama. Ashley High School nominated Madison for national honors this fall in recognition of her volunteer service. For the past 2 years, Madison has been volunteering once a week, conducting pet therapy in the Alzheimer's and dementia wings of the Commons Brightmoor Assisted Living Facility in Wilmington.
Students in the AIG program at Ogden Elementary were learning about dividing fractions and created a video to demonstrate the concept of dividing fractions. The students came up with different mathematical problems that involved dividing fractions. For the project, students were put into different groups. Each group was allowed to be creative on how they were going to deliver their questions. One question asked, an astronaut takes 3 hours to eat 17 moon pies. How long does it take for an astronaut to eat 1 moon pie? The students used different methods to solving some of the questions like the copy, change, flip method, the guess and check method, or the drawing method. The students were able to show their intelligence and creativity while making up and solving these questions. Their teacher was impressed on how hard some of the questions were for their skill level, and the students were impressed how much math is actually used in the real world.
New Hanover County Schools students participated in the annual county-wide Soil and Water Conservation District contests. The Soil and Water Conservation District holds a poster contest open to all 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students, where a winner is selected in each grade level. 6th grade students can also participate in essay and PowerPoint presentation contests, while 7th and 8th graders participate in speech contests, and 9th graders can participate in a computer-generated poster contest. This year's theme was We All Live in the Watershed. First place finishers on the county level in the poster contest were Alex Bowers, Katie Harrell, Lily Walters, and Noah Martin. Winning in the essay contest was 6th grader Delia Gargulio. Winning in the PowerPoint contest was 6th grader Kelsey Jacobs, and winning in the speech contest were Dondre Hodge and Jonathan Morales Moreno. All of these students moved on to the 12 county Area 6 competitions. Jonathan Morales Moreno placed first in the Area 6 speech competition and participated in the state level speech competition. Alex Bowers placed first in the Area 6 poster contest and also advanced to the state level competition.
School nutrition administrators from across the state participated in a K-12 Culinary Institute kickoff workshop at Johnson & Wales University in Charlotte. The institution, designed to increase the availability of fresh, appealing, nutritious meals at school, is funded by a U.S. Department of Agriculture Professional Standards Training Grant received by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction's School Nutrition Section. The face-to-face and online institute was developed by the NCDPI School Nutrition Section and nationally accomplished chef Cindy Story's K-12 culinary team in order to meet 5 core objectives: improve student health, increase participation in school nutrition programs, expand capacity of local school nutrition programs to purchase, prepare, and serve fresh, locally grown produce, increase consumption of fruits, vegetables, and whole grain-rich foods, and provide continuing education opportunities for school nutrition personnel. The K-12 Culinary Institute graduates will be chef ambassadors and culinary specialists. These ambassadors will be prepared to teach other school nutrition professionals at the school level.
Mrs. Smith's 2nd grade class was recognized for being selected as achieving the most words read in 2nd grade by the Rotary Club. The club generously donated a book for each child to take home. The program was part of the organization's Leading to Read effort, started in 2011 and targeted towards emerging readers. The program impacts not only New Hanover County, but also Brunswick and Pender counties.
Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on the top 10 overall winners at the Elementary Science Olympiad, Gregory Elementary students hold a mock trial, and Whitesboro Elementary artwork recognized by the district attorney.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Please add NHCS TV on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Almost half of all parents who suspect their child has a problem learning wait a year or more before getting them help. Why? When there's so much they could be achieving. Kids with learning disabilities are smart. They just learn differently. Call or visit us on the web now.
Welcome back to Your School News. 17 schools in New Hanover County participated in the 2016 North Carolina Science Olympiad Elementary Division Tournament held at Ashley High School. Science Olympiad offers a unique set of events that target a variety of STEM topics, ranging from engineering, bottle rockets and bridges, to identifying fossils and the solar system. With a complete report on many of the winners is YSN reporter Stephen Thornton.
North Carolina Science Olympiad's elementary events were developed by North Carolina Master Elementary teachers. The events align with the North Carolina Standard Course of Study and what teachers are already doing in the classroom. Furthermore, the events are well balanced between the various science disciplines, requiring knowledge of science facts, concepts, processes, skills, and applications. The top 10 overall teams at this year's Science Olympiad were Coddington Elementary, Ogden Elementary, New Hanover County Homeschool, Bellamy Elementary, Castle Hayne Elementary, Anderson Elementary, Myrtle Grove Christian, Pine Valley Elementary JV, Forest Hills Elementary, and Pine Valley Elementary Varsity. Additionally, Wrightsboro Elementary won the Team Spirit Award, and Victoria Minshew from College Park Elementary won the Outstanding Volunteer Award. Taking first place from New Hanover County Schools in individual varsity events was the team of Blair Shuffler and Lily Walters in Animal Adaptations. In Data Crunchers, the team of Farron Senruki and Tansy Brown. Describe It, Build It Varsity, first place went to Jason Fortier and Lindsay Ash. In the Landformers events, first place went to Coddington Elementary with the team of Farron Senruki and Tansy Brown. Newton's Notions, first place went to Caleb Fisher and Seth Olanovich. Taking first place in Pasta Tower was the Bellamy Elementary team of Cadence Bretz and Krista Milling. In Planet Protectors, Kylie Cantor and Lindsay Ash took first place. The Ogden Elementary team of Ryan Gallagher and Spencer Fowler took first place in Pump It Up. Science Sketchers was won by the team of Alex Chappell and Lillian Johnson. Castle Haynes team of Andrew Glean and Andrew Jewell took first place in SkyQuest. A Castle Haynes team also won the STEM Design Challenge, a team made up of Amethyst Ryan, Kaya Spearman Ashline, and Peyton Santo. This year's winning Super Sleuths were Jade Payton and Lucas Sayer. Finally, taking first place honors and weather permitting were Cooper Greer and Kai Hardy from Coddington. Each event had 5 places and a junior varsity winner. For a complete list of all the winners at this year's Elementary Science Olympiad, please visit the school system's website at nhcs.net. Now more than ever, North Carolina students must improve their performance in science. This is especially true at the elementary level, where students are beginning to build their knowledge base that will serve as a gateway for future science courses and ultimately career choices. The Elementary Science Olympiad is just one way available for students to improve the learning of science and celebrate their efforts. Reporting for YSN, this is Stephen Thornton.
New Hanover County Schools graduations are underway. Both Isaac Bear and Wilmington Early College held their ceremonies last week. The Career Readiness Academy Mosley Performance Learning Center will hold its ceremony at Snipes Academy of Art and Design on June 10th at 7 p.m. The 4 traditional high school graduation ceremonies are scheduled for Saturday, June 11th at Trask Coliseum on the campus of the University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Hoggard High School's ceremony will be at 9 a.m., New Hanover High School's ceremony will be at 12:30 p.m., Laney High School's ceremony will be at 4 p.m., and Ashley High School will close out the day with their ceremony at 7:30 p.m. To review the complete graduation schedule, you can go to the school system's website at www.nhcs.net.
Several Gregory Elementary students got a chance to envision themselves in the shoes of a lawyer when the school held a mock trial. The event, which also features a real lawyer, opened the door of possibilities as students begin to comprehend a more realistic view of what it will take to pursue certain careers. The entire story is YSN reporter Kathy Kale.
The mock trial has proven to be an effective training tool for elementary school students. It helps students develop useful knowledge about the law, questioning techniques, critical thinking, and oral advocacy skills. At Gregory Elementary, it was school guidance counselor Justin Armstrong who, for the school's final lunch and learn event for the 4th and 5th graders, put together a mock trial. The goal of the event was to leave student participants with an appreciation of the difficulties that judges, lawyers, and juries face in attempting to present all relevant facts and legal arguments and ensure the just resolution of the issues involved. To set the stage for the trial, 2 staff members staged a robbery of the school's safe. The prosecution's attorneys were 4th grader Kamari Costin and 5th grader Tekara Nixon, who were both briefed on the case, and real-life local attorney Miriam Thomas handled the defense. The jury of 4th and 5th grade students listened to the case from both sides, with Honorable Principal Krista C. Holland serving as the judge. The prosecution and the defense were given 2 minutes for opening and closing statements, and 5 minutes to make their case. There were objections that were sustained, unsustained, and overruled. Then a surprise witness by the prosecution, who had overheard the thieves talking about money needed for a lavish wedding that got the jurors' attention. While the jury deliberated, Attorney Thomas spoke to the students about her education, her job duties, and answered several questions about her profession. The jury returned and found the defendants guilty. The teachers were sentenced to riding the school buses with the children for the remainder of the school year and extra van duty. The mock trial allowed the students to envision themselves in the shoes of a real professional and gave all the students to focus on what it will take to obtain certain careers. Reporting for your school news, this is Kathy Kale.
Several artists were recognized from Wrightsboro Elementary School by the District Attorney's Office in the New Hanover County Courthouse. The students had outstanding artwork displayed in the hallway of the 5th floor in the courthouse. The students were honored with refreshments, certificates of achievement, and photo opportunities with the District Attorney, Ben David.
Now, don't go away. Coming up, end of the year PTA concerts takes center stage throughout the county.
Plus, we have a look at education across the nation in Education Index and what's on tap for lunch with the Lunch Bill of Fare.
Your school news will continue after the break.
History's Timeline, a world of history in 60 seconds, brought to you by New Hanover County Schools. May 7th, 1960, Leonid Brezhnev becomes president of the USSR. October 22nd, 1962, President John Kennedy announces that Russia has installed missiles in Cuba. After a U.S. blockade, the missiles are dismantled. December 2nd, 1967, the first human heart transplant is carried out successfully in Cape Town, South Africa. April 4th, 1968, Martin Luther King, U.S. civil rights leader, is assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee. This has been History's Timeline, an educational snapshot of the fascinating people, places, and events that have shaped our past.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time for our Education Index, a look around the nation and the world at some of the top stories in education. Topping the index, middle and high schools in Maine are returning their iPads and switching back to laptops after a survey found that 88.5% of teachers and 74% of students in one district preferred laptops for schoolwork and classroom instruction. Students and teachers felt that iPads are often used to play games in class, while laptops allow students to do more for schoolwork and are better devices for coding and programming. While students wrestle with whether to use a mix of devices or to rely heavily on one type of technology to build their one-to-one computing programs, research has found that choosing the right digital learning device for each specific grade level can be the key factor in determining how technology is effectively integrated into the classroom. School funding inequality isn't limited to the oft-discussed state-level disparities. In fact, national spending differences paint an even bleaker picture. A new report published today by the nonprofit group EdBuild shows that inequality between states is even worse than inequality within states. When looking at state and local funding nationally, the poorest districts in the country get 21% fewer dollars per student. In a school of 500 students, that's a gap of nearly $1.5 million between the school's poor and wealthy students attend. Virtually every state in the country has experienced a school funding lawsuit arguing that the way education is funded within the state isn't adequate, fair, or both. Some have been successful, others haven't. Many still have suits making their way through court. Finally, the Obama administration officials have released school accountability regulations that they say protect educational opportunities for poor and minority children while balancing the need for flexibility for states and schools. even as those proposals again put them at odds with Republicans in Congress. The proposal the Education Department released would require states to score schools on academic achievement and progress toward English language proficiency. They'd also have to measure indicators of school quality or student success, like student and educator engagement, post-secondary readiness, or completion of advanced coursework. States and schools would have to provide targeted supports to schools where specific subgroups of children aren't making appropriate progress. The law requires states to put a much greater weight on the measures of academic achievement. The proposal will be open for public comment until August 1st. The Education Department might or might not consider those public comments before it releases a final version later this year. And that's this week's Education Index, a quick look at some of the interesting education stories from around the nation and the world. Now don't go away, we'll be right back with the Lunch Bill of Fare. This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Also, check out NHCS TV on Facebook and Twitter.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Our lunch menu analyst, Hunter Ledman, is standing by in the newsroom with the week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with New Hanover County School System can plan their lunchtime options.
Thanks and welcome to this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. This is the last official week of traditional school. We've got a great menu this week with lots of international cuisine. So let's take a look at this week's menu. On Tuesday, June 7th, your entree will be orange chicken with fried rice and an egg roll. Side items include sweet potato waffle fries, veggie sticks, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, June 8th, your cafeteria is serving corn dog nuggets on the side, pasta salad, corn, and a garden salad, and diced pears. On Thursday, June 9th, the main entree is stuffed crust pizza with your Thursday side items are tomato and cucumber salad, broccoli, and fresh fruit. On Friday, June 10th, enjoy whatever your heart desires for the next 3 months as summer break begins. For this summer's healthy tip, stay away from the binge eating while watching TV. When you do that, your body is essentially disconnected from your mind, meaning your mind is occupied by TV and not paying attention to or aware of your body signals. People eat and don't realize how much food they are consuming. They are distracted from identifying signals sent to your brain telling you that you are full. This disconnect leads people to eat mindlessly and often never feel full, whereas if they ate intentionally and paid attention, they would feel satisfied and much less food. Students at our year-round schools are back at school on Monday, June 13th for lunch. Your entree will be chicken quesadilla with Spanish rice. Side items include garden peas, garden salad, and mixed fruit. Now recapping this week's lunch menu, on Tuesday, enjoy orange chicken with fried rice. On Wednesday, we have delicious grilled chicken sandwich, and on Thursday, wonderful popcorn chicken. For the year-round students, Monday will be chicken quesadilla with Spanish rice. That's this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Remember to eat healthy at school and at home.
Thanks, Hunter. Don't forget you can also catch the Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of health and nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now, don't go away. Coming up, end of the year, PTA concerts take center stage throughout the county.
On race day, both fans and drivers get a lot of seat time. But staying idle too long can hurt your performance. I'm Casey Kane, asking you to make healthy decisions. Take a walk, play with your kids, or take the stairs. Any activity will give you an edge. You've got a choice. Get moving. Eat smart, move more. North Carolina.
Huntington! Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Oh, hello there. Oh.
Where's that bear?
Welcome back to your school news. With the end of the school year at hand, elementary schools have been holding their traditional PTA concerts.
Pirate voyages, jungle safari, the Beatles, and even fairy tales have been featured themes at many of the concerts performed throughout the district.
Anderson Elementary students took the stage to perform a mixed bag of musical numbers at their recent PTA concert.
From Broadway hits to Summer Beach classics, the students were on key and ready to give it up their all in their final performances of the school year.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us.
The end-of-year PTA concerts are a time-honored tradition. Students are always excited to present their songs and instrumentation for the parents at their schools.
This year's concerts have been truly entertaining. The Lion King Jr. has been performed at several schools, and Bradley Creek did an original production of Alice in Wonderland.
Those PTA concerts get everyone excited and ready for New Hanover County Schools Summer Arts Camps, which start June 20th. Check the school system's website for details.
Well, that does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories, Williams Elementary cut the ribbon on a new track behind the school. Students win at the annual county-wide Soil and Water Conservation District contest. And school nutrition administrators participated in a K-12 Culinary Institute kickoff.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our Light and Lively morning show weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Gabrielle Allen de Trois-Maisons.
And I'm Alexander Ellsworth. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
We close with music from Anderson Elementary's PTA concert. Have a great day.
See the people walking down the street. All the minds watching.